Hi everyone, this is my second take of this going live. I'm hoping that there will not be a third one. I tried to do this on IGTV and I have no idea what I'm doing at all. And besides, I think they only give you 3 minutes and I talk way longer than 3 minutes. So I figured I'll just go live on Facebook and y'all can just watch me here, and I'll post a link in my Instagram so you can see it there. So today it's all about goals, right? What are your goals? Are your goals to spend more time with your family? Are your goals to make more money this year? Are your goals to lose more weight? What are your goals? I love how this is telling me to follow me. It's so fun. So what are your goals? Is the goals, like I said, to lose more weight? Is it to make more money? Is it to leave your shitty job and get a better job? What are your goals for 2021? So I have some good news and some bad news. Statistically, they say that by February 1, your New Year's resolutions and your goals, people forget about them and they never follow through with them. Let that sink in for a moment. They forget about them and they never follow through with them. That to me is so depressing. But the good news is that tomorrow we have a new moon rising at 2:15, and the new moon rising is Leo. And Leo represents the sun. It's fire, it's passion, it's that ignited energy that makes you want to go out and just do the things that you're meant to do, that you should be doing. So while people say that February 1, your dreams fall off the platform and you forget all about them, I'm going to talk to you about not forgetting about them. And here's why. Because I care more about you than maybe right now you think that you deserve to care. And somebody needs to tell you that you are worthy of your dreams. You are worthy of all the things that you should have in life. And we're going to do some visualization. Oh, I just saw like a little orb fly by me. I just went totally squirrel. I don't know if anyone is watching this and saw it, or if you're watching the replay. It was like, boom. See, it agreed with me. Okay, I diverted. Going back to goals. We're going to do a little bit of visualization and kind of set the stage on being your best self moving forward after today. No more shoulda, coulda, wouldas. All right, so I asked you in the beginning, what are your goals? So just think about that. What is your goal? Is it your goal to, lose that weight? Is it your goal to have a great relationship with a man or female? Is it your goal, sorry, my lighting went gone. Is your goal to leave the job, that toxic job, and have a great one? What is your goal? And then I want you to go ahead and close your eyes. And we're going to do a little visualization. It's 1 year from now, right? We're about to say Happy New Year to 2022. The ball's dropping 1 year from today. And we're having the ball drop, and you have got all your goals met. All the goals that you wanted. You feel alive. You let go of resentment. You forgave someone that you needed to forgive. You dropped the toxic relationship. You're making a shit ton of money. So close your eyes, if you haven't closed your eyes already, and I want you to visualize that. It's a year from now, and you're smashing your goals. I saw a little heart. Hi. You're smashing your goals. How do you feel in your body? You're not afraid anymore. What does that feel like? Those goals have been met. It's 1 year from now, and you're living your dream. You're living your best life. What are those emotions that you would feel? Put a name on it. Would it be confident, thriving, alive, freedom? Now, I want you to go ahead and visualize 1 year. You're looking back 1 year from now, and nothing's changed. You're still thinking about losing weight. You're still thinking about leaving that toxic relationship. Nothing's changed. Because you let that story of self-doubt take over. You're in the same spot as you were. And how does that feel? Knowing that 1 year from today, none of your goals have been met. You're still in the same spot you were when you made those goals. Just take a moment to really let that sink in. Is it agony? Picture that. 1 year from today, you're like, shit, I'm still in the same spot I was today. I'm gonna flip my page. Stop prolonging your future. I gave you 2 emotions. The first emotion was you're living your best life ever. Your dreams have come true. It's 1 year from now. How it felt in your body. And then we flipped that visualization to like, you still in the same spot and not moving past that. So the first feeling is of joy, happiness, love, excitement, you're making that money. But then the other one was crappy, felt like shit, failure. Failure is a big one. Paralyzed, that was one of mine. And then now, go ahead and get out a journal or a piece of paper. And I want you to write this down. What has lack of uncomfortable action cost you? So what has the lack of uncomfortable action cost you? See it in a sentence. So what has the lack of uncomfortable action already cost you? Freedom? It cost you from not moving past that thing, pretending you're not good enough to do what others do. What does it cost you? Whatever that fear was, being a procrastinator, sounding dumb on live television because I don't know how to work things. What does it cost you? Staying in another shitty relationship. Your job. Staying in that job, letting that boss come all over you. So what does it cost you? And then most of us, the thing that it's called, we're fearful, right? The reason why we don't move past and to our goals is fear. So I want you to finish a sentence. Let's say it's relationship. Say, oh, I love you, Laura. I'm so glad you think it's powerful. It was so powerful for me because, you know, I was doing my journaling today and I was like, okay, I need to share this and stop hiding this with people. So today is my day of my goals starting to make myself known. So I'm so glad you love it. All right, so if it's fear that is not moving you past your goal, right? Then I want you to say to yourself, I want to end this relationship. Let's just say it's a toxic relationship. I want to end this relationship, but, I want to make more money, but, I'm afraid to fail because what? And then here's the thing I want you to think of after you're writing all that. You're afraid to fail because you don't want to lose or whatever that thing X is, but not taking action. Aren't you already failing? So let that sink in. You haven't moved in a year of the goals that you wanted to do because you're afraid to fail. But you're not taking action now. So isn't that failing? Think about that. And then notice, how did it feel? Sorry, hydrating. I noticed, how did it feel? This is good because I feel so comfortable. I'm like drinking over here. How did it feel to visualize your life not taking action? Pretty shitty, right? You're like, you know you're better than that. And then I'll take it one step further. Would you, if you had children, would that advice, and you knew they didn't take the thing that they wanted to do so great and they just didn't take action, would the advice be the same advice you're doing now to yourself? Hell no. No, it wouldn't. We're all like, go, yeah, you're awesome. But when it comes to us, we're like hiding. So whenever I approach something, I'm like, would I give this advice to my own daughter? Would I be okay? Would it be acceptable for her not to live her ex? No. So why is it acceptable for me? It's not. So notice how that felt shitty or whatever, that you're not pushing past your fear. And then I want you to take a step further, because I really want this to hit home to you. Let's say you're going out with two of your friends that you haven't seen since last year, but you told them all about your goal. Like, I'm just going to call something out. Like, I want to own a clothing store, right? I don't, but I'm just using it. So I have lunch with my girlfriends, my two girlfriends, and we're sitting there and I haven't seen in a while, and they're like, hey, Alyson, oh my God, how is your clothing line coming? I know that was something you were talking about. You were so excited to see and come to fruition. How's it going? And you look at them and say, oh, well, you know what? I didn't do it. And they look at you with perplexity because they knew how excited you were. They knew the passion that you had, and you're not following through with it. And then they say, well, Alyson, why not? Why is it not? Why aren't you not having your clothing line? Why don't you have your store? And my response to them, I was afraid of failing. I was afraid people would call me a joke and say I don't know anything about clothes. That's awful, right? So I want you to flip it. Flip it. Your next level of life, right? Your next level of life lives on the other side, people. It lives on the other side. You have to do what is uncomfortable to see what's on the other side. Otherwise, you're just staying in the same spot you were a year from now. So your next level, I got my hand going, I'm preaching. Your next level of life lives on the other side. And the thing you fear the most is uncomfortable to do. And that's okay, it should be uncomfortable. Remember, I talk about the brain. It only knows two things, what's familiar and unfamiliar. So you have to make what is unfamiliar familiar. But you're never gonna go anywhere if you're sitting on the one side just waving at everybody. You're gonna be the girl that always had the dream. And this is where I want you to go now. Why not create a fear of staying where you are? Instead of creating a fear of getting live on Facebook. Thank you all, you're making me feel so comfortable to be me. Instead of being scared to share what you love and your gifts, to the world, whatever the thing is, right? Like I am a multi-passionate entrepreneur, but nobody knows my fucking gifts. I hide them. I'm like, I want them to come to me because I'm scared. Maybe I need to know more. Maybe I need to take another course. No, I don't. I know a shit ton. And I'm unapologetic about it. So it starts today, right? So why not be fearful of staying stuck? Why not create it around that fear instead of the thing that your goal is, whatever you want to do? Because I tell you, it's pretty powerful. You can be fearful of just staying where you are, and everything else will start to go. I'm so glad I'm speaking to you because this really resonated with me when I did the work. All right, and then let's think about this. You are creating your legacy, right? What do you want people to say about your character? What do you want them to say about your character? Do you want them to say, oh, Alyson was so passionate. She had a gift for healing people. She loved greater than she could ever love, and it showed on her body. She was living her life. the way she wanted, by her design? Or do I want people to say about my character, well, you know, Alyson, she was just so scared. She was scared that she would trip over her own words. She never let anyone know she was a healer. She never let anyone know any of it. I feel so sad for her. She couldn't get past feeling paralyzed. What one do you want? I want people to be like, yeah, Alyson is blah, 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 blah. So those are your journaling. I don't want you to play small. You men out there, you women, don't play small. It ends today. It ends today. What is your next level self? What is the next level goal? Because I told you, if you weren't listening in the beginning, they say statistically February 1st, everyone falls off their platform of their New Year's resolution, lose weight, get out of the toxic relationship, leave the job they hated, all of that, you know, that all falls away. You don't want it to fall away. But you have Leo tomorrow, new moon, which is passion, fire, love, something that's going to make you jump and leave. That's going to get you out of it. So what do you want to be? Do you want to be here, me and you, a year from now, talking about goals, and you're watching all your friends push past them, and you're still there because you were scared of X? No. So how do we restart today? What do you restate today? How do you look at your goals today? Forget about yesterday. Thanks all for watching. I love you all, and I hope this resonated. Please leave me comments. State your goals. You are deserving of it. You are so deserving of it. And let's make 2021 rock. See you later.